Hey you guys, so today is National Arthrogryposis Awareness Day. Hashtag AMC Awareness Day, okay? This happens every year on June 30th. I am wearing my Cohen shirt, okay? I am a hot mess. I just got out of the garden. It is 91 degrees and I am sweating, but I got to plant some heirloom spaghetti squash today. And so I had to get out there, and I'm trying to get beyond the vanity thing right now and not really care about what I look like for personal self-reflection reasons. So I'm just gonna post this, okay? Because it's something that's special. It's something I wanna raise awareness about. Actually, the other day, I posted a video on how our family uses colloidal silver, and I talked about how I was breaking out right here and on my forehead. So it's worse, okay? The silver works, I promise you, but anybody else a picker? I'm not talking about nose picking. I sit there at night and I pick my face. It's a horrible habit. I'm embarrassed admitting it, but when you look like this and you post a video about how colloidal silver works for acne, I want to explain why, and it's because I pick. It's a bad habit. So it was actually really small yesterday and I picked it last night when we were watching TV and it hurts really bad today. So today I'm actually putting colloidal silver on it with some of my doTERRA Correct X cream. So it is better than what it looked like this morning. It was bleeding really bad and I was embarrassed, but this is a special day for our family. It is hashtag AMC Awareness Day. And our son Cohen, who's on my shirt, has arthrogryposis. He was born with it. It is a very rare genetic disease that he lives with. And so I wanted to share a little bit today about my son. All right, he is going to be 9 years old in just a couple of days, and he has had quite the journey. So for those of you that don't know, arthrogryposis is a genetic disease that you have to be diagnosed with from genetic testing, okay? So we actually have a geneticist from the Peyton Manning Children's Hospital in Indianapolis, Indiana. And he is so brilliant. Dr. Escobar literally looked at my son when he was 2 years old and said, he's got one of 4 things going on. And just by looking at him, and guess what one of those things was? It was arthrogryposis. He looked at him knowing that he had this thing because he's such a brilliant man. And that's when our journey started. So Cohen was actually, I had placenta previa with him when I was pregnant. And that's a whole nother miracle story. I have to shout out this. I wrote a book. Okay, can you see it? It's called hashtag Cohen's Journey. You can get it on Amazon, paperback, or Kindle. So I can actually put the link down on the bottom in the comments later. And so you can get online. It's a whole book about Cohen's story, okay? And it's special to us because I want you to understand that no matter what you're faced with in life, God has a plan for you. He has a will for you. And no matter how hard it is, I mean, Cohen's life's not been easy. He's 9 years old in a few days, and he has been through the ringer, okay? So when he was born via C-section because of the placenta previa. The previa corrected itself actually miraculously in just a couple of weeks, and I write about that in the book. But when he was born via C-section, we missed a couple of things with him for the first year. He's such a smart kid, okay? And so when you go to the wellness checkups when your kids are, every couple weeks old, every few months old, and they're like, can your kid sit up? Can your kid crawl? Can your kid walk? Can your kid do this and that, right? So you have to tell the doctor yes or no. And that's how they gauge if your child is growing the right way, right? So Cohen would compensate. So when the doctor would ask us, can Cohen sit up? Well, he couldn't sit up, but he found ways to sit up, okay, by leaning against things. Can your son crawl? He couldn't crawl. He physically couldn't, but he would army crawl. So we would answer, yeah, he can crawl. It's a funny way, but yeah, he army crawls, haha, and we would laugh it off. So wellness checkup after wellness checkup, we kept reporting how he was growing, and we didn't realize that we were missing some big clues in his life. Most kids who have arthrogryposis are diagnosed with it at birth. Cohen was not diagnosed until almost 2 years old, okay? So when he was 1 year old, he still could not walk. He was using one of those like little Fisher Price walker things, you know, those toys, and he would use furniture to walk around, okay? We didn't realize he had no balance. He physically could not hold himself up because his thumb is inverted, his wrists are curved in, his elbows and his shoulders and his chest, his hips, his knees, his feet, they're all curved in, okay? And we just thought he looked like this really stock linebacker type boy. So we ignored it. We were like, we can't compare our boys because he was nothing like his big brother Grady, because Cohen's individual, right? We didn't realize how much we were missing though. So long story short, when he was 2 years old, he was diagnosed after genetic testing with arthrogryposis, freeman-sheldon syndrome to be specific, okay? And he had to get physical therapy, chiropractic care, massage therapy, occupational therapy, all these different things. He had to wear hand braces. He wears we call them grounders, but they're orthotics that go up his legs to his knees to help him walk straight. And they have to have these little special things in the bottom of them so he can stand up straight, because when he doesn't get all of that care, you guys, he is in chronic pain all of the time. So I want you to think about when you go for a run, or when you go for a really long hike, your brain tells your body, okay, muscles get tight, heart work hard. And then when you're done, your body cools off and your brain's like, all right, it's time to relax. Well, Cohen's brain doesn't tell his body to relax. He is always tight. He is always in pain. He's extremely strong because his muscles never break or rest. But you can literally be sitting next to him and you can watch his muscles like spasm, like they're doing this, okay? They're just pulsing up and down all the time. And it wakes him up in the middle of the night and he cries because his feet hurt so bad, and we have to massage him, and we use essential oils to massage into his body and help with the pain a little bit, but he's always in pain no matter what we do. And he gets through it. He is the toughest person that I know. Well, when he was 3 years old, we were getting used to the way our journey was. Okay, we were getting good at therapy. We were getting good at life with a child with special needs. And then one day he was actually diagnosed with restrictive cardiomyopathy. And that's just a mouthful to let you know that your kid's dying, that he's in heart failure and he needed a life-saving heart transplant. So in my book, I actually have a picture. His birthday's coming up in a few days, so this has just been sticking out to me, and it's so special. Can you see that? He was 3 years old, and that was his 4th birthday. We were at my aunt's lake house, Lake Tippecanoe, and we thought it was going to be his last birthday, so we went all out. And so this week, as my son is about to turn 9 years old, I cannot help but just praise God for every day that we have him. He drives me nuts. It's hard work being a mom with a kid with special needs, but you know what? I praise God for every moment, because you don't know how long you have with your kids. You don't know how long you'll be here. So we have to take we just have to take for granted every day. Okay, it's a blessing and it's a gift, and we've learned that the hard way. But so arthrogryposis is hard. For him specifically, it attacks his muscles and his joints and his ligaments, and he's curved in and he's hunched over, okay? He has horrible pain. And then it mutated his heart and he needed a heart transplant. He got that a couple of years ago. He's actually going to be 5 years post-transplant in November. And he's such a strong, healthy boy. He gets to go to public school now. He couldn't for a couple of years because he doesn't have an immune system. He still doesn't. So, of course, COVID and flu season and cold season and all those things are very scary to us. We can't vaccinate with live vaccines and everything because they'll kill him. Anything can kill my kid, and it's scary. So I've always been a freak about germs. I've always been a freak about everything, but we're to the point where we trust God with a lot. We use essential oils. We try to be really healthy with what we eat and what we do. And God's just been so faithful. He had this plan for Cohen. He knew I needed to be the super freak of a mom that Cohen needed, and we're getting through. So when you hear about hashtag AMC Awareness Day, I want you to think about kids like Cohen. I want you to wear blue, and Just give grace, be kind. If you see a kid or an adult that just looks different, love them, give them grace. You don't know the journey that they've been through. And Cohen may have obstacles in his life. He may not be able to do a lot of what other kids get to do, but do you know what? My kid is funny. He is smart. Oh, he makes you laugh. And he's going to change the world one day, because I promise you that God did not allow him to go through everything that he's going through and not use him for something big. So I'm just so blessed to be his mom and to share his journey with you. Of course, it's always going to continue. I love seeing how much he's changed and grown over the years. We have a Cohen's Journey book Facebook page, if you want to follow that too. And we put a lot of pictures on there from his surgeries. And the kid is funny when he gets goofy juice, the Versed stuff before surgery. And he's just hilarious. And he's had amazing opportunities with Make-A-Wish when he was in heart failure. And he got to go see Jedi Mickey and fight him in Disney. And some of the Riley kids stuff he gets to do for the foundation. He's been able to golf with them and everything, and he's had such an incredible opportunity. He goes to such an incredible school, and we just take advantage of life. It's hard. We're on one income. My husband's a minister. I stay home with Cohen, but you know what? We're blessed, and I just hope that you can look at your family, look at your life, no matter what it brings you, and be blessed today, okay? It's always hard, but you know what? If you seek God, if you trust him with your struggles, he will get you through, because you know what? God sees your today. God sees your tomorrow, and he's allowing it to happen for a reason. So I hope you have a great day and enjoy #AMC Awareness Day. Bye.